Trailer Tom here on Wednesday morning at Arapahoe Basin, Colorado, USA, for some spring conditions. We got someone in line down here at the Paul Vicini. Easily do shorts, flip-flops on the beach, or you could take some runs up here on the fast and loud conditions. Maybe where this snowcat came down. Fresh runs behind the snowcat. Ski Patrol working their way down here. Yeah, Josh, what's up, sir? Good morning. How we doing?
Doing good, how are you?
Doing well. Josh Samuel, everybody. He's here this morning for his 1500th day of the season.
Well, you know, if you skied, some people, if you ski 5 different areas in one day, they call it 5 days.
Oh man, I don't know.
Not me.
No, that just counts as one.
At the ethics committee, that wouldn't pass.
No, that's right.
But there are people that, you know, put on your skis and go out the front door and make a turn, and then go back in and go out the back door and make a turn. That's 2 days.
That's 2 days. Remember the dude that would get all the vertical, get off halfway in the gondola and get the full credit for going to the top,
and then run back down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or sometimes they'll just go and scan before it opens.
Oh sure. Yep.
Or if the lift is stopped and they can't get up, they'll go and scan, go back in, come back out. Scan,
Right.
scan.
Yeah.
A bunch of BS in it.
Totally. I've definitely got scans waiting for first chair opening day. You're just hanging around the lift line and get some vertical there before the season starts, but can't count those.
Some people think, well, if you leave your boots on, you go to 2 areas, that's still 1 day. Or if you take your boots off and put them back on, then
counts for
as 2. But no, that doesn't make it.
Yeah, one day at a time.
1 day.
Legitimate. Some people say the amount of vertical, right, or the number of runs count as a day.
I like to have an honest try at it. You know, I mean, everybody's different. Some people have to go to work and stuff, so for them it counts.
Right.
For me, I like to think of 10 runs or a minimum of 10,000.
Yeah.
But everybody's different. Their needs are different. Responsibilities are different, so it all counts for them.
Absolutely. It's all fun.
It's going to be warm today.
It is. I dressed down and opened up my pit zips here. My leg zips. Some ventilation.
We've got a few friends showing up today at about 10, so...
Okay, sweet. I'll be out of here by then.
Yeah.
That's the way she goes.
You got to go to work.
Yep. Full blast still for a while. This is my only chance to ride. A couple runs this morning.
There you go.
Yep. I'll try to get back out this weekend.
I think it's fun. Well, it's supposed to get more snow in a few days, but
yeah,
I think the overall tenor of the weather is flipped.
Yeah, it sounded like maybe some rain in town in the forecast. But a chance of snow. Up high.
I was at Copper yesterday and saw a few of the regulars that'll be here eventually.
Yep.
Still there, you know, you're starting to see everybody as the areas slim down, they're all funneling to just a few.
Less choices, so you see more of those folks.
Yeah.
Early season, this time of season?
Same thing, early season, yeah.
Early season, late season.
There's LB.
Oh yeah.
We went to college together.
No way, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I still make some turns, usually a couple times a year, with a college roommate named Tucker. He rides a monoboard. But the other folks, they don't ski or snowboard anymore.
Good morning, Josh. Good morning.
How are you?
Doing well.
So what time is Scar and Sue and Jim? And
I don't know. They just said they were going to be here. And,
so I told them I'd be here right away.
yeah.
So we'll stop by BML at 10 or so.
Yeah.
10 to 10 to 10.
But my call with my Spanish lawyer didn't go well.
What do you mean?
I'm trying to get a visa for Spain,
Right.
and I mean I can get it. I just have to pay Spanish income tax.
Oh, that's
Which is-
nice. As
but-
well as U.S. income.
Well, no, you just pay the higher of the two.
Oh.
And Spain is a lot higher.
Oh.
Yeah. You don't pay double. You just pay
What
one of
about
the.
Canada? Do you pay double? I think you might pay double.
Well, you get a credit. No, the U.S. taxes your income worldwide, okay? And so I would have to continue to pay U.S. income tax, but then I would have to pay like Canadian tax.
Right.
So you get a credit on the U.S. tax returns and taxes paid to a foreign country.
Okay.
But
That's good to know.
yeah.
In case
But
I have
that's
to
only
leave
if you
the
like
country.
you live there. I mean, if you just go hang out, it's not an issue.
Right.
But Spanish not only has higher income tax, they also have wealth.
Oh, so like based on your,
My net worth.
you have to
I don't
pay.
know what that is. I've got I'm probably going to reach out to the
Oh,
Spanish.
here's Jeff. Boy, they're all showing up.
Should be a nice day. I got some friends who are supposed to have a barbecue here later.
Good morning, Jeff. Huh?
What's going on?
Not much. Did you end up coming here also yesterday?
Okay, yeah, I got it.
You know me.
Okay. Okay, I'm LB. I think we've met.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
Attorney, right?
Are you the lawyer? Okay, yeah, my son's, I think I told you,
Because Jeff was at Copper also. I ran into
Oh,
him
cool.
yesterday.
Oh, I missed it.
Nice.
You guys
Copper.
seen Michaela yesterday?
Then he came here.
He was
Pretty good over there?
Yeah,
Getting
so
slushy spring.
I thought
Yeah,
it
my
was
son
better
graduated
here.
from law school.
I've only made it over there once this year, but
McDermott, Will, and Emery.
more next year with that icon path.
But if I do venture to other areas right now, I have to also stop here. Otherwise, I'll put that 150 days in jeopardy.
Right, exactly.
It's tight.
Yep.
I want to see
Think you can still
what
make
that
it?
trail sign.
Oh.
No, I haven't
Totally,
seen
that's
him
awesome.
Friday. But no, I heard.
Gotta be getting close, right?
Well, I got.
Yeah, he kind of looks like Michaela.
Yeah,
So
Which I
they
can
need to
get.
go into
Yeah.
June. Yeah.
Well, no, if I push
30.
it out, I can go to the end of the day.
Today's 23rd.
38 more after today. So you
Okay.
have, if I hit it all, I think I could get it.
Big time.
But I've been told that it's not a custom.
Oh.
It's advertised you get a custom.
Yeah, I thought it was a custom one. Yeah.
Like Kim said that they just kind of handle it.
Okay. Not as awesome. All right. Ask you about your pins there.
Yeah,
Your
you
Dave?
did the other day.
We'll get some close-ups with
I got
this
two.
camera. Yeah, those are awesome. Let's see.
Sucker down.
Yep.
So I'm excited. I got one for last year and one for this year.
For this year.
So
we'll get some close-ups
yeah,
here.
you got to look real hard to see the 100. Like you need
It's
your
pretty
bifocals.
tiny. Oh yeah. So that's the 2-star general right there. Each one
Yeah.
of those pins represents 100 days or more
Or
Arapahoe
more.
Basin.
Yep. And
So here with Josh Samuel up here at Arapahoe Basin. 2-star general riding the lift this morning. Getting those days in.
We're gonna get some crunch this morning before it softens.
Fast and loud.
Fast and loud. So, trying to. My record's 182. I know people get to 250 and 300. They're around, and I can't hold a candle to any of them.
200 days, that's serious.
But if I could bust my record, that would be really good. 182. That would be half of the days in the year.
That would be very impressive.
So
I have had over 300 days in a season,
That's
but that was going to Mount Hood in the summer and
unbelievable.
stretching it out here.
Can't even imagine.
So you could potentially this season get over 150 days at Arapahoe Basin, and there is a prize for that, correct? What's that all about?
You get a custom trail sign, and I'm not quite clear what exactly that entails, but if it is custom, I'm gonna request it say Trigger.
Cool.
It's because that was my nickname on the ski patrol here.
Yep, Trigger.
So, because when the Montezuma Bowl avalanche happened, I was in that, and after that, everybody said if there was ever a question, send Josh in. It'll be good.
He'll trigger whatever needs to be triggered.
Send Trigger in first, and then everything will be just fine. So,
Quite an experience.
anyway, so that's part of the story. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get the trail sign or not. But
Yeah, I wonder if that would be, just a sign that said Radical or something, but then
It
it's
could be.
custom on the back, a little
Maybe.
engraved thing,
yeah,
or I don't know.
Maybe. We'll see. We're also coming up on the turbo plaque, which is on the side of the mountain here as we come into Turbo, which is there, and of course West Turbo. And we used to ski together back in the early 80s.
Turbo was the man.
Dale Einsfar. So you can see the little
look at it
plaque
right
on
there.
the rock there. Tells his story of his passing, his skiing, and his passing on Mount Kelso when he snapped his neck in an avalanche. One of the best skiers you'll have ever seen in your life. He used to ski here, which is what also the Enduro ended up ultimately being
Inspired by
him,
Yeah.
because he used to have a route that he would do here, because there was no polylift back then. So we all used to ski here. We would take Exhibition, then take Norway, and then we would tuck the Cornice run as fast as we could. Absolutely no brakes, because that's the only way you would get up the hill and
Try to make it.
And if you did it just right, you would slide in the back road right into Poly, and then we would do that loop, and we'd keep doing those loops, and that's how we skied back then. And there was a group of several people that would kind of join, and it was just a lot of fun, coming here before everybody, a lot more people come now, but it was a lot of fun then, and when I was in my young 20s. So
It was a blast. Yeah, different conditions for sure. I remember trying to keep the mountain open as long as they could, and just be the upper lift.
And in fact, there was a time that Poly, the north side, would stay open as long as they possibly could, until we had the avalanche event where Dave unfortunately passed away in a spike over there, or what's known as the First Alley. And I was here that morning for that rescue. They were unsure whether there were multiple people or not, and they ended up calling the rescue off because there were no missing people. And then they proceeded to set explosives here, and they set some big trays of ammo. They went in their holes, and then it blew up, and the poly slid top to bottom, side to side. Probably the deposition was 40 feet or so at the bottom, and I don't think anybody really anticipated that kind of level of a slide, but it set the stage going forward that of looking at the signs of moisture and running water down at the ground at a certain point. And so now that's when they closed the north side, when they started seeing water at the ground, because that's a sign of danger.
I also remember those days coming before that slide, and yeah, you could hear some running water underneath.
Yes.
It was like a little river underneath the snow.
Yep. And yep. Now
if you punch through, you might be out in that slush.
That's right. So now, fortunately, because it's safety first.
Yep.
Snow science is different. Anyway.
Now we get to be in the
Now
center
we
of the
get to be
universe.
in the center.
Yeah. Fast and loud. All right. Well, good riding with you. I'll take
Good
some
to see
laps.
you, Tom. I'm sure it won't be the last time.
No, we'll be back up here plenty more
If
time.
you want to run with us, run with us.
Yeah, I'll push
Be a
over
bit
here.
firm this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. It's gonna be.
Where you going?
It's gonna
You
be
know
good
Jeff,
for a while.
LB.
How's it going? I'm Tom. Yep, Jeff.
Tom, nice to meet
Yep,
you.
LB.
LB.
Good to
LB and
meet
I
you.
were in college, and Jeff was my mentor on the ski patrol.
Very cool.
So,
Very cool.
When I first started, this was one of my trainers.
All
And
right.
so now everything I've ever forgotten about ski patrolling, I learned from him.
I see. It's not true. It's not true. Allegedly. Allegedly. So was the Jedi and the Padawan up here. Just in case. We'll make the way to West Wall in hopes that's a little bit softer. Early morning, there's a chance that West Wall might have been in the sun long enough to get a little bit softer. It's mostly fast and loud conditions out here. Arapahoe Basin. First chairlift rides of the day. Firm. Fast and loud, but we'll do a lap. Ollie Volcini. We'll see what happens. Sometimes there's a bad internet connection here. Good bit. See if we can hold an edge. Worth it. Hold an edge. It's a powder day on the East Coast. Still firm conditions out here this morning. Probably going to be a couple hours before that softens up. If you can get just where the snowcat came down, fresh groomies, then you're in good shape. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty crunchy. All right.
Okay, you're riding with me.
Okay, let's do it.
Yep. Ready, set,
Ready. All right, so we're on the live stream here. People on YouTube. So if there's anything you want to say or not say, we can do it.
Okay, I'm LB. It's a beautiful day at Arapahoe Basin.
Yes, sir. What do you think of those conditions out there, LB?
Well, you know, we just skied into the sun and it wasn't too bad. The rest of the mountain's kind of hard, but it's going to get soft quickly, and it's going to be just a beautiful late April spring day at the Basin with friends.
Can't beat that. Yeah, that was the move. West wall, you could actually hold an edge, and
Yep.
some good garoomies over there.
So are you live streaming this into the internet?
Yeah,
You got
this,
followers?
YouTube. Yeah,
Okay.
we got. Let's see if this will tell us. It's hard to see on that one how many people are watching, but yeah, we got some followers on there, and we'll fire this up.
Hopefully they're
So
skiers or
Facebook?
boarders or
They
just
are mostly,
mountain
yeah.
lovers.
Yep, or they just want to check the conditions and
Yeah.
check out the views and such. But
Co-
yeah, we got 27 people watching right now.
Awesome. Coverage
Yep.
is good, especially for this time of year.
No, we'll turn that down so we don't get the reverb there. There we go. We can type to people on here. So we got Allison, Leland, maybe. Just a boy who loves skiing said hello. So yeah, there we go.
Okay, I've been skiing for 64 years, and
Okay.
I love it. And the Basin's one of my favorite places.
Oh, it's awesome for sure.
Yep.
Looks like this is some lag, so let's refresh. Okay, there you go. Now you can see yourself live on there. There'll be quite a bit of lag.
Okay.
Because it'll stabilize the image. So instead of just a phone like being really shaky,
Okay.
and the more stabilization, the more lag you'll get.
Okay.
But anyway,
We got any East Coast skiers on board?
oh, let's see. Jens, where are you guys? Austria? No, we are at Arapahoe Basin, Colorado, USA. We got Minnesota.
Oh, my son went to the
Kick
U.
Lasso. Okay. What was that? Colorado. And now we're hanging out, checking out the views as the lift has stopped. Yeah, it probably doesn't usually last for too long for those stops. Thank goodness. Now, how long you been coming up to the Pallavicini here, Arapahoe Basin?
About 40 years.
40 years.
Yeah. I moved here in 77 from upstate New York,
Okay.
and I've been skiing I was skiing before that,
Yeah.
but I've been skiing. This is my late season go-to place, and it's incredible. We're at like 12,000 feet today, and feeling good. We got a little barbecue going on later.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So,
I wish I could join, but I'll just be taking a couple runs and then I'm out of here.
okay.
Yeah. So 1977, what made you move to Colorado?
Skiing.
Skiing.
I
Yep.
came out in college from Albany, New York, and skied with some friends and said, I'm moving back here. I went back, finished college, moved to Vail. I was supposed to be there
Okay.
for 1 year.
Yep.
I stayed for 5. And
Yep.
then I've been down in Denver, and now I'm retired, and I've been up here for 5 years.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
So back then, Breckenridge had what, just peak 9?
You know, I don't know, because, of course, in those days, my pass was only good at Vail.
All right.
You know,
Yep.
this whole idea of multi-ski areas is kind of new.
Sure.
So back then, there was no Beaver Creek,
Yep.
and I had a Vail pass. I had 32 restricted days.
Oh, wow.
On the Villager Payless was the pass I had, but it only cost $200. And I worked at a hotel for $5 an hour. And I had a tiny little closet apartment in the hotel
That's
in
how
Bell
you do
Village.
it. Yeah, ski bum life.
And I worked 3 to 11, and it was awesome.
Yeah, you get those night shifts in there, and then you're on the slopes again for the powder days.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize the restricted days went back that far. I thought that was a newer, with all the past sales, a newer thing that they were doing to keep those numbers down during those peak seasons. But interesting.
Yeah. But of course, it was like 10 days of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, I don't think MLK was a holiday in those days, but all those various, and every Saturday for like February and March. But of course, those were really crowded, and I worked, so I could handle it. I skied over 1 million vertical feet my first year.
Nice.
With fixed grip lifts. Now you can knock off double that, no problem.
Yeah, those high-speed chairlifts made a big difference for getting your vertical in.
Yeah.
So no high speed on the Palvicini, that's all right. It's like the old times. You got Black Mountain Express if you need the high speed quad here.
Yeah.
Arapahoe Basin,
and the great thing about
powder cornices, big
copper.
Wow.
And some of my friends that were at Copper yesterday saw her training, and obviously she's the world's best. So hopefully she'll still beat her.
But I know she's been getting inducted to quite a few different Hall of Fames.
Yeah, the rumor is she's pretty good.
That's what I hear. Yeah. Amazing athlete for sure. Did you ever ski, race, or compete?
I did race. I used to race back in high school in the East Coast, UCSA, United States Eastern Amateur. But then I moved to Colorado, and I used to do this thing called team ski. I nicknamed it the Boda Bag Circuit because there was a lot of Boda Bags with good wine. But it was a team of 6 people, and it was just totally fun. And we'd have a big barbecue. We'd have about 5 or 6 races each season. And it was a great way to meet some good skiers and visit some different ski areas. So it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But now I just ski, and I actually do snowboard once a year.
Okay.
And I haven't been yet this year. I'm going to put the bar up.
Sure.
We're getting close.
We're ready.
Here it goes. But I do it at the end of the season because I do a lot of traversing. Plus, I don't want anybody that knows me to see me at my board.
Change up the jacket and sneak around on the snowboard.
Yeah.
I have not been on the skis for years. I used to ski and then made the switch over. But good riding with you. Enjoy the rest of the day.
I'm not sure where we're going.
All right, we'll go straight here. Try that again. Yeah, we can do that.
West wall, good spot.
Yeah.
So west wall again?
Yeah, I'm
Down the
Lenawee.
Now you still got the camera going for the actual skiing?
I do. I can make it part way to Lenawee, and then it'll cut out part way on Lenawee.
Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, my friends, take care.
Yeah, right on. Do the old Lenawee internet connection test. It's not windy today, sun is out. Perhaps we can get a decent connection up there. Definitely way firm at the base of Lenawee. What's up, Nathan, in the chat?
Yeah, I rode like almost 40 miles yesterday on my bicycle. It's a little windy. Monday was crazy windy. Yeah. I went and got fingerprinted and got. I couldn't believe that the whole process. I had my FBI report. It cost me $68 total.
So does Nate Dog board all season? He's out a lot, or?
Yeah, but he goes to Breckenridge.
Okay.
He lives right at the base there, so
Oh,
he can
nice.
walk over to the gondola or just,
Oh,
yeah,
that's nice.
right out the back. So we'll try to take some turns with him next month. Breckenridge claiming open until May something 11, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see Michaela?
No.
She was training on top of one.
Oh, yeah, but they had that open back.
We kind of hung out by the lift or something.
I didn't see her. Or maybe.
So I'll probably go to Copper tomorrow.
Okay, there was limited groovage. Everything was pretty stiff outside of that. Let's just stay probably till 2.
This is gonna be fun here.
Yeah,
So last Friday, Bob and I ended up skiing this line right over here. No, there was absolutely no one over those 3 trees over there.
right, so that's Gentry.
Yeah.
So that's named Gentry because a patroller died there. And, died on sweep at the end of the day.
Heart attack?
There and got caught in a really small slide. It went and suffocated. And so they named that after him.
Man.
That was like
So nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, easily. I'm not hearing any. So is Jim
Said he was.
Jim was pretty wound up the other day.
He didn't take his meds.
Are we on there?
We are, yes.
Okay, better be careful.
Yeah. Sometimes the internet just cuts out here, but I think
Yeah. Up
not
here,
too windy
yeah.
and nice sunny day. It's working so far.
I mean, look at this, folks. This is
So what do you think,
absolutely
like a humbug into that
Sure.
looked like Papa Bear was screwed?
Is that what that trail's referred to? Yeah, that'd be it. It all looks great.
Looks like it's better up higher here.
Yeah, this is. I'm not hearing any. A little bit, but I mean that's still good.
Yeah.
They were on the weather. They're reporting 63 in space.
Ready?
Ready.
Bar.
Yep.
You go humbug?
Sure. For you folks listening,
Humbug, Papa Bear.
Yeah, sounds good.
this is a high-speed chair. You can get a lot of runs in really quick, and we're at over 12,000 feet right now.
Top of the Lenawee lift.
There's Bob right there.
Bob, good to see you. How you doing?
Hey, you got some thin skis on.
I will have another hour.
Yeah. This looks pretty good. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, I know. Not doing the right thing. I mean, I can't do it. I have to slide. I can't carve. You guys aren't going to carve it either. I'm just telling you, I've got to. Yes, I was looking at different stuff. Okay, see you. All right. Good to see you too.
All right, so far so good. Stoked on this internet connection. It could be awesome for pond skim later in the season. Taking the field. Join the posse. Just cruising. Fence Ollie, definitely possible right here. Looking good this morning. Snow over here. Freshly grew. Put in the sun. Now some more ice perhaps. Oh, not too bad. Base area. Better snow up top for sure. Down to Black Mountain Express. Let's see. There's a rumor Ski Bum Icon might be up here today. See if we can find him. Not sure if we're still rolling or what. Let's see. Says we are. Mr. Pug, hello. not seeing them here in the chat. So we'll do a Black Mountain Express run before we got to roll out of here. Springtime conditions, variable. But no complaints. Get to be out here for a few laps, jamming the live stream. Now we know, at least on these nice sunny days, the live stream will work at the top of Lenaway. That's new. You got someone halfway in the cabbage, practicing the method grab, some ground methods. Might be stuck, kind of like a turtle. Parking lot not even full yet. What? Last time I was here, big powder day. Oh, they got some sort of mogul competition happening over here. Maybe Extreme Mogul Jam. Oh man. Patrol going in the cabbage. One ski. Mogul might grab this ski. Single ejection. Mogul competition over here. Problem is to get there. It's icy moguls getting in, icy moguls getting out.